next time.
All right, we're
You do
live.
Rivian
We're live.
dot dot. Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You could tell them what's up, but we are live.
All right. So next time we put Rivian dot 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 flips Tesla question mark. Of course. Yeah.
Oh, question mark, of course. Of course. It's not an exclamation point. It's question mark. All right, Tom, you want to kick us off, man?
Let's do it.
Whenever you're ready. We're live.
Oh, sweet. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this. It's not exactly a 4th of July holiday yet, but it is still a bit of a weirder schedule than normal. So, no biggies. No biggie if you, if you're busy or whatever. We do appreciate you for tuning in and taking time out of your day away from your family, whatever it might be, to spend some time with us and look at some charts. After all, the market has been, very exciting, especially if you've been, bullish over the last 3 or 4 months. It's probably a mixture of, euphoria as well as a bit of exhaustion if you've been bullish since January or February. But for a lot of people I know, in general, the excitement to be bullish throughout the course of this year has certainly been present. So, yeah. Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, especially Ethereum and alts, right? Like that has, I thought we would get a move sooner in the weekend than we did. They waited until, Sunday night to really get things moving from a risk on standpoint, but it hasn't disappointed so far. Ethereum, especially, even though I would say the open interest on it is, it's getting pretty crowded. It still looks very, very strong and structurally sound, right? Like we could have pretty decent pullbacks within the trend on Ethereum and still maintain a bullish posture, a bullish structure. I do believe, and we talked about this right before we went live with Will's Outlook. I do believe that 2,200 and new yearly highs are on the table for Ethereum within this run. It makes sense, as much as we've been talking about Bitcoin dominance. And how that has been going parabolic, it does seem likely, based on a few different indicators, that we could experience some mean reversion in the meantime, over the next 1, 2, 3 weeks, where alts, Ethereum really start to catch up against their Bitcoin pairs. It doesn't mean that their lows are in necessarily against those pairs, but big developments, at least as far as the USD prices, given that Bitcoin is in an uptrend. And you're seeing that with things like Pepe, right? Up 14%. Let's see what other alts are up a lot. Let me see the watch list. We've got, nothing. Pepe is just up a lot. ETH derivatives are all up. It's just a market. When the market's kind of denominating an ETH like this, which it's not literally what's happening, but it's essentially what you're seeing with flows. It's a sign of a risk on market, a risk on posture, like I was saying. So, doesn't mean that we won't have some choppiness within this uptrend, but at least in the short term, it appears the direction for a lot of these assets is going to be moving higher, and that people do want to take on risk. And you're seeing that with equities as well, right? Even though the NAS or the MQ is red today, we do have IWM up today, ripped right off of the dip that it had near open. So, yeah, all that to say, the bid on risk hasn't quite dissipated. We're seeing some really strong pumps as volatility has continued to get crushed. I see Bitcoin's trading into 30.9 right now. I was watching for a reaction at this level. We could get a pullback from around this level. It wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, guys, we do have quite a bit of crowding, I would say, now from a leverage standpoint, but the direction that this market has been headed for the course of the entire year, for the course of the last few weeks, has ultimately been higher. But that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Max, get his thoughts on the market, get a good idea for what he's seeing right now. I think that, it's a market that it just really wants to bid risk. And the only real, areas of caution are, looking for when Bitcoin could potentially pull back and then to, kind of attack these alts and attack that beta. So, that's what I would say. But Max, how you doing, man? How was your weekend? And you got any 4th of July plans?
Tommy, happy 4th almost. Happy 4th of July Eve. I don't really have a ton of plans. My son is he's about 2 weeks old almost, so very, very young. Well, we'll probably just kind of hang out, me and my wife and our son, and maybe some other family, and I'm gonna do the old classic American burger brat combo. Maybe I'll pull a Tucker cigar out, have a little bit of fun, but we're gonna keep it as patriotic as we possibly can. We're not gonna deviate from the path. Nothing too crazy. I'm not a big drinker or anything, so probably just hang out with family and eat some good food. But yeah, that's probably about it. In regards to the market, I mean, I'm having a great time. Like, in our Discord, everybody knows we long Pepe on the initial pump. From like all of the zeros. I'm just gonna kind of denominate it like 93,000. It's like 0000093 or whatever. And then we sold it at 16. So it was like a 40. It was like a 70 or 75% winner just playing spot. And then we all just rebought it actually live on Market Check. Was that was it Thursday or Friday? Late last week we bought it live on Market Check, and now it's up like 15, 16% from our entry. So having a really great time there. We also are overwhelmingly long Ethereum. I believe all of us as a community called that out in Discord as well. So the entry on ETH is not amazing. It's like lower 1900s. But either way, I mean, it looks strong here. I'll say this though, the funding is throwing me off a little bit. The funding is becoming increasingly more expensive as time ticks on. There's becoming a greater incentive for shorts to come in here on the lower time frame. Funding on an annualized basis on the exchange that I'm most heavily concentrated on right now is upwards of 40% on an annualized basis, which again in a bull market we've seen much crazier than that, but it's definitely getting expensive, and I'm starting to notice it. And then looking at, cumulative open interest on all the major exchanges, there's certainly a lot of long OI that came in since the quarterly open. So if somebody was motivated enough with how thin the books are, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see them come in and get paid to short this thing for a little bit of low time frame mean reversion, or just sort of like an additional deviation below the quarterly open, which again is I think around like 1920 something, give or take. So right now we're at 1967 and change, kind of bouncing around. We're in really nice profit. Pepe looks great. ETH looks great. I'm definitely being careful. I would say I'm probably, if I wasn't already in ETH longs, I probably wouldn't be interested in adding up here. I'd probably wait for a flush or something like that. But overall, I mean, it looks really, really strong. If I was in spot ETH rather than perps, I wouldn't even be considering selling or taking any profit. But that's not the case for me. So I've got other things that I have to consider. But yeah, I mean, the market looks great. Looking at Bitcoin. I think that there's a greater than 50% chance that Bitcoin's at 33,000 within the next probably 3 weeks, give or take. There's a lot of confluence up above us. We've got, the last unmitigated monthly FVG above us. We've got equal highs on the 3-day sitting at, 32.7. We've got a CME futures gap at 35. And we also, if you do a Fibonacci retracement from the very all-time high, the Pico top of Bitcoin, and then the Pico low of this last drop down, again, this was like the FTX range low of basically 15.5, 15.6. The 50% fib line is basically right at that monthly imbalance, like just under 33. So I think there's a greater than not chance that Bitcoin is significantly higher than here in the not so distant future. And again, I also think that there's potentially an opportunity for some altcoins to do some damage across the board. There's a lot of altcoins that look absolutely primed to rip, and I see a lot of potential hated rallies that I'm prospecting. So we could certainly be in for a very, very fun sort of easy mode in crypto if things shape up how they potentially are looking right now. And that doesn't mean go crazy. That doesn't mean, go bet the family farm, because still my high time frame conviction is bearish. Like, I am convinced that Bitcoin will trade back in the teens. I am convinced that ETH will be 3 digits once again. I do not think that the worst is behind us, but that doesn't mean in the short term we couldn't rip 50% across the board or something like that. If equities go on to make a double top or actually a new all-time high, and unemployment still remains low, and we sort of get the Fed out of the way, maybe we get another hike, maybe they end up pausing after this next hike this month. There's a window of opportunity where risk can basically be in easy mode, and I'm hoping to capitalize on that, because basically everything is illiquid right now, and the market is not. It's not flush with liquidity like it has been previously, but these conditions can they can culminate this perfect storm for these small windows of time, where the illiquid nature of these books in TradFi and also crypto can lead to some pretty crazy squeezes and pumps. And again, my high time frame conviction is unwavering. Like, we're going to enter a recession. There's no like recession avoided thing. The Fed, in my opinion, will not stop until they've engineered a recession, because if history tells us anything, the best way to stop inflation is to engineer a recession. Nothing kills inflation like a recession. And I don't think that the Fed will be convinced that inflation is truly under wraps until they've engineered a recession, or they've engineered higher unemployment. And again, I can be wrong about this. I'm not the most educated macroeconomist. I'm not a macroeconomist, but I try to be as well versed as I possibly can. So for me, I'm looking forward, and I welcome significantly lower prices in the next 12 to 18 months. But in the short term, if the market's going to give us easy mode, you have to capitalize on this. You cannot sit there and watch this rally go on, because you don't know when the next time easy mode's going to come around. It could be years. So you got to be alert. You got to show up every single day, even when the market's boring, even when we're on the eve of a national holiday. You have to show up. You have to watch, because you never know when something's going to move. And we're seeing a lot of things moving today. And I'm going to let Will's Outlook talk about something that he had move very nicely for him this morning. He was pretty excited about that on our Discord call, and rightfully so. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Long and strong right now. We're doing very, very well. Just keeping a close eye on things. Not really interested in adding too much more right here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Send ETH to 2,200, send Bitcoin to 35K, send Pepe to new all-time highs. Let's ride this thing. But Will, what's going on, man? Can't hear you, Will.
Whoops. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
all right.
talking to myself, obviously, but not just no, I mean, today is it's really good day. A lot of moves in the market. I think people are just looking, across the same things, not seeing moves in the same things. A lot of people stay laser focused on specific areas of the market, and they don't tend to want to look around, right? They don't want to look for value. They just want to say, oh, the SPY hasn't moved, or the Qs haven't moved, or this hasn't moved, or that hasn't moved. They don't want to look for value. And I tend to try to stay ahead of the market by looking for value. And I try to see what's going on with the market, and where things are. And man, I think I hit it on the head with the EV play, to be honest with you. I think EVs are still going to continue to bid. There's still a lot of opportunity and value out there. But man, Rivian just destroyed it this morning. Like, gap up from 16 to 18. We were days ago sitting at $13. And I was telling people, like, hey, this is a buy, this is a buy, this is a buy, this is a buy. Obviously not financial advice, but I was like, this is where value lies. And now we've, we probably will 2x within days, I would say 2 weeks from that low. So really confident on the move here. I think Rivian's definitely catching a bid, and really, I think the chaser here, or the one that everybody, or the underdog that everybody's not wanting to pay attention to, and has a lot of big dollars in, is Lucid, right? I think, like, if you're looking for value, that's the value, guys. Like, you guys come to the show, you watch, we tell you, and you fade it, and then you're wanting to buy it, $20 Rivian when it was at $13. And when Lucid gets to like $20, you're gonna be like, man, where do I buy this at? And it's gonna be like, dude, why didn't you buy when we told you? Like, and it's not, again, we're not here trying to tell you guys what to buy, but we're just trying to provide you just like, hey, we're seeing money move in these sectors of the market. We anticipate these sectors of the market to catch a bid. This is where we're putting our money in our mouth. And lo and behold, it has. I would say that Tesla's kind of your front runner, right? And Tesla 316 easy in my books. I know Tucker's got a little bit of a different opinion, like 308, 310, somewhere's in there. But I'm looking at a higher number from a higher time frame. And I think you hit it perfectly, Max. You're like, from a lot of your guys' positions, a lot of you guys like those smaller time frames, which do play, right? They're great play time frames. But for me, I take bigger swings at things, and so my moves are a lot more cush, right? Like I don't have to worry as much because I know where price is going. I know where I'm anticipating to take profit, and I know I have to eat some kind of theta decay, in some cases, or I have to sit back and eat some drawdown because my anticipations is a much higher price target than others. Whereas you guys are in and out of the market, pretty smoothly and making money that way too. And it's just different types of trades. And that's why when people like take their opinions on your guys' trades or my trades, you're like, oh, why are you anticipating a pullback? It's like, yeah, you could be anticipating a pullback, but maybe he's talking in the next 3 days. Right. And then after that 3 days, it's up again. Right. Like a lot of people don't understand the totality or the the idea or thesis behind trade, and they like to take opinions based off of they think you're talking about it's just going to wreck everything, right? And everything's just going to die, and that you're just a doomer when it comes to stocks or crypto in general. And the reality is, it's just a lot of us are just taking trades on these markets, and we're making money off those trades, and then we're reallocating those trade positions into other things. And so, like when we discuss things from a lot of different standpoints, we either discuss them from a trade position or a long-term position. I would say, like, if you're new to watching finance and stuff like that, like I would definitely say ask the question, like, is this a long-term position or is this a trade position? Is this a short-term trade position or is this a long-term trade position? And that can always give you a better gauge on what somebody's telling you as far as information, so you can know how you need to be gauging it as a retail consumer, consuming the information we're giving you and making your own decisions based on how you want to invest. So I mean, there's a lot there. I would say, like with Rivian, and I pointed this out the other day too, they just got a deal in March for 100,000 vehicles for Amazon. Right? Like how bearish is that? That's so bearish. Nobody should buy Rivian. It's like, you look at Lucid, right? Everybody's fading it, right? It's Lucid. They're going to go out of business. They're garbage. They're nothing. Tesla's got self-driving. Lucid doesn't have anything. I'll tell you this. Look, quality. Lucid is killing Tesla, 100%. Go sit in a Lucid. Go to a Lucid dealer. Go sit in a Lucid. Go sit in a Tesla. A Tesla feels like a Lego car. A Lucid feels like a freaking Ferrari, Lambo. It's got the. Or I wouldn't even go that far. No, I would say like Rolls Royce. It's got the luxury aspect to it, right? It has like leather that feels like real leather and not pleather. It has doors that feel like they have girth, right? There's a lot going on with Lucid. I would say from a standpoint, even the paint, right, all the way down to the paint. Like these guys are like full on. Like they give you the whole enchilada when it comes to a car. They just don't have self-driving. What they do. I would say outside of that, what is there not to bid there? I mean, on top of, we can even go a little bit further. Why did Aston Martin, right? Aston Martin partner with Lucid, right? And they're not just partnering with them as a discussion. They're not just partnering with them as a let's be partners, let's be buddies, let's share equity. They are using Lucid's drivetrains in the Aston Martins. That's what the partnership's all about. So they're getting a $450 million deal to partner. And then on top of that, I'm sure Lucid's going to be selling them the drivetrains that they're going to be using in the Aston Martins for electric cars. I mean, how much is an Aston Martin? What, 20,000, 10,000? No. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, guys. Like, come on. Like, just stupid amounts of money. like just stupid amounts of money.
Is
Well, what do you
And-
Lucid going for the like luxury niche within electric cars?
What's that?
Is Lucid, going for that luxury
Yes,
niche within?
they are. Yes, they are. And the fact that Aston Martin partnered with them shows you that they see the quality in their work.
Will, the only thing that's a little, I guess you can make the case about a lot of stuff, but
You can always make the case. There's always a bearish thesis. There's always a bullish thesis, right?
I mean, I think it looks pretty good coming off the bottom here, but I mean, have they split ever?
If you go to pull up the RSI and the stochastic, they're basically running against each other. You got an easy bull dip down here. No, they have never split.
You got it on market cipher even. Come on.
Yep. There you go.
That's pretty bullish. I'll give you that. We got
There
the
you go.
curvature. We like to see it.
I like it as a high beta play. Even if no solid news or additional contracts for Lucid comes out, it doesn't matter because it's lumped in with Tesla and Rivian, which are far bigger companies. I mean, look at the market cap of Lucid. I believe it was
That's what I'm saying.
Lucid. I think Lucid's a sub $100 million company, if I'm correct. Rivian's 15, 20 billion. Tesla's
Mhm.
hundreds of billions. So it's like it's just
Even
it's gonna get dragged up kicking and screaming, even if there's nothing going on with it. It doesn't matter. It's lumped
Yep.
in with them.
Because if you look at Rivian there, Rivian did the same thing before it ran. It had the drop, see the drop, and then look at the money flow moving up as you're
And-
dropping there.
This is your buy. This is your buy right here.
Hey
Right when
Tucker,
that-
Tucker, can you put on Fu Manchu instead of Market Cipher? The superior one or
Superior one, yeah.
not?
Actually, you know what I will put on though? It's Hagrid's Super Sniper.
Why does it actually work?
Because I'm a coding god, Max. Look at that.
It
come
actually
on.
works. Like that's incredible.
I mean, where we're at now, bro, like I don't know if you come back from there on Rivian. Like
What do you mean?
that looks like it could be the low.
Like this
Yeah.
gap might not fill.
That's what I'm you could fill the gap, but like where you got those green arrows on the left, I think that's you're above support there,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't think you come back to those lows anymore.
If the trend is that strong, you don't get a retest. But if you get a retest, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means that we might not go up like 2-3x from here.
Yep. It just means it's not gonna rip.
Yeah.
It's gonna
But if it's
work
gonna
its way up.
rip, Will, and you're gonna hit a 2x from here, it's gonna just gap up day after day after day. Like it's not gonna.
Yep.
Yep.
It's just gonna bid and bid and bid and bid.
Yep.
It's gonna do like Palantir did at
Yeah. Exactly.
that point.
It's casually called a 45% move.
I mean, hey. I mean, this what it shows me here is like there's real interest, right? You don't rip like that and have no interest.
Yeah. You want to talk about the miners real quick, Will? Wow.
That's a powerful candle.
Hey,
on
who
it,
who
man.
took profit on HUD 8?
I took profit. You get a you're taking profit, Will?
No, I'm not gonna do that, man. It's a double top. Look at it.
The TP
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
double top. Yeah, funny.
It's a double top.
Why is double
Tucker,
top?
somewhere there's
Double
a-
top has become like a meme. Like literally, just like, Tucker, can you put up your little bear that's like double top? Or it's like, babe, please stop shorting. Like that's our rent money. It's like double top.
It's a double top.
Yeah.
It's all over.
I know you've got your meme folder ready to go, man. I know you. You've come
Boys,
prepared.
marathon is bidding. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right there it is. Look how happy the bear looks too. He's just so innocent. Double top.
Double
You
top.
should look at the innocent bear I just posted under Timeless Beings tweet. It's pretty funny.
Let me look.
It's one of my favorite Snorlax memes in my folder.
That one's better. Wait, where'd you post it?
Yeah, under Timeless Beings last tweet.
You have some great ones, Tommy.
Snorlax had no memes like 2 or 3 years ago, and because I searched them up when I started this account, and like now there are some amazing Snorlax memes.
Let me ask you, do you guys know what the average price of an Aston Martin is? Just the average.
Can I guess?
Like
Yeah, you can
120.
guess.
No, definitely more than I'd say like 200.
Nope. Both of you guys are wrong. So the
Two-
average price is
225
150.
Oh, okay.
for new ones.
That's the average. So that's like across the board. If you went to Aston Martin, you were to buy an average car from them, it's 150K.
Yeah, but I'm buying the DB11, man. I'm not buying the average.
I mean, then you're shooting for $250 million.
I'm buying
or
the
$250 million,
James
I
Bond,
mean.
man.
Yeah. The DBX is sitting at 220 to 235.
Dude, I love the DB11. That's one of my favorite looking sports cars of all time, probably.
Actually the DBX is 190, the DB11 is 220.
Tucker, are you fudding your own bags? You still own HUD 8.
Hey, do the hammer.
It's one of these.
Don't you want it to keep going up? You own it.
Yes, I do.
Send it to Capo. Let him know.
Capo will
Is
be
it
vindicated.
Capo or Capo?
You've identified it.
It's just Cap, man. It's just Cap. Lose the
Just
L.
cap. put the blue cap on there.
I don't know. I feel like it could probably retest my entry.
Now go look at Mara.
I know Mara. I was just looking at it.
Bro,
It's not as
going.
high relative to like
We're going.
it's about 18% under there. I think this one's a lot closer. So
Yep.
Mara's probably got a little more room to run. That's only 3%.
So what you do is you drop your HUD 8 and you put it in the mirror. Pump my bags.
Yeah, but
You're
Mara's
good.
7% today. I'm not just gonna ape.
You still got room, bro. Look at all that room you got to the high right there.
Dude, the
Just put
fact
it on
that
right here.
the fact that any of you own anything but Pepe is a crime.
Dude, I think Bitcoin's kind of looking good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
looking really good.
They're gonna juice these guys above last week's high, and then we'll see what we
Easy
get
up.
from them.
I might have to
Easy up.
TP some of that ETH long on a sweep of that wick up there,
Here,
That's my plan.
or even the one in front of that.
this guy.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead.
it's just
Speaking
on a
of-
holiday
speaking of
too. On a
things-
liquid holiday, I feel like they're gonna send it up and then run the wick down to the bottom side. Maybe not all of it, but
That guy.
Like a fake out to 30K and then run it up to 32K. That'd be pretty funny.
yeah.
Just look. This is
Not for my longs, but it would be pretty funny.
Not for my longs, he said.
I would enjoy it though, as an enjoyer.
I mean, if you had literally just bought like there and sold up here, like you'd be crushing this range. But it's been just kind of a liquid nightmare the whole time.
And they got a DBS
Can
on
we
there
look
for
at-
350K.
Can we look at previous 4th of Julys? Like, let's go to like previous years between July 3rd and July 5th. What has Bitcoin done? Do the Asian markets, do they take advantage of all the Americans being drunk and they nuke us? They usually do that, but I don't know about the 4th. I've had a few like bad Thanksgivings because of
Pay is going back to all-time highs. Just calling it now.
There's July 4th. Let's see. It's like
Will, when is Pepe going back to all-time highs though?
Let's see what time frame. Probably about a month.
we pumped on the 4th. 22.
I know you think I'm memeing, but I have a chart. All right?
Dude, I
have
don't
a
think
chart.
you're memeing. I got a chart and I got a huge bag. I am ready to go, man. Send it. Absolutely send it.
We just mark out a few.
I love when people come in. You can't chart meme coins.
Dude,
I love it.
dude,
Love it.
Pepe's been trading cleaner than anything this year, even on the low time frames.
Cleaner than alts.
Yeah.
Cleaner than alts.
Speaking of meme coins that are ripping right now, let's take a look at Link.
Oh no.
Oh,
Meme
no.
quiz.
We will do that though, Snorlax.
Let's see what happens with 4th of July. All right.
All right,
Tucker,
29.
take us on a tour.
2019.
Looks like a nuke.
Boys.
Looks like a little
Oh
nuke.
Oh my gosh. My
20.
bags are up, boys. My
7.
bags are up.
the squad is up.
No. Remember AI Doge when I threw it in as a call?
Yeah.
Go look at that now. Go look at it now.
No way AI Doge is moving.
Look at it now, bro.
No way
Yeah,
AI
go-
Doge is moving.
Go look at it.
1% up. 2020. Let's see, 2021. Oh. We had an up candle. We had an up candle. About 2% up. So that's 2 green, 1 red. And this one was a pump, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, so kind of mixed results. Nothing that definitive.
But we've got 3, 5% up. Okay, so we had, let me zoom out. So we had down 7, +1. This was +2. This was +5. So, but this is arguably the year that we are most resembling right now. So,
You think
Yeah,
so?
and that basically went to the highest shoulder right there too. Look at the shoulder it went to right there. The top of the price range right there before we fell back.
Bitcoin's at 31, gentlemen.
oh, where's ETH? Are we pamping?
That's because we're going up.
ETH is
Yeah.
kind of lagging now. I bet ETH Bitcoin's getting murdered.
He's gonna stop.
Dude, I'm
At the
low key ready
average.
to take some profits on ETH like really soon. I don't know. Like
Bro,
I might just like roll some profits into spot ETH so I don't have to think about it. But
Haggard, let me share real quick.
dude, I'm looking at like the liquidation profile on ETH. There's a lot of OI that can be flushed, and there's definitely a bit of an incentive to step
He's
in and
not
try to
coming down,
short.
man. I'm telling you guys, look, what's gonna happen is
Never
BTC 's
below
gonna outpace ETH.
1900 again.
Soon to be 2000. Soon to be 2000. Not just-
Max, I would wait. She's pumping.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
that's
still
all I'm
in it.
gonna
I'm
say,
still in
like,
it.
Look, it is not the time to get out yet. It is not the time to get out.
Let her breathe.
Like the reason ETH BTC is falling back and 100% is because BTC is outpacing ETH on the move.
Dude, are
That
we
is-
about
it
to
is
just have a
not
4th
because
of
ETH is
July
gonna
pump?
dump.
Are we literally about
Yes.
to just absolutely melt faces and none of this matters?
Tomorrow, everybody's gonna wake up on the 4th. Like, what just happened?
All right, 1,000 bald eagles screeching. Please don't SFP here. Please do not SFP
No.
here.
They don't sell. Look at that.
Tommy,
Look at
talk to me.
Come on, baby.
Man, I'm watching.
Look
We're
at that. It's
running
gonna
the
break
monthly
it.
high.
It's gonna break it.
I'm
we
taking
go.
Where's
profit
funding?
into the monthly high.
You're
No,
what?
you're not. You gotta hold.
Hang
that.
on, Tommy. Say that
I-
again. What did you say?
I'm gonna take profit
People are
into
shorting
a
this, bro.
sweep of last
for
month's
sure.
high, man.
Bitcoin sweep of previous month high, so 31.4.
Yeah, but I'll close out my. Well, maybe I won't. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I mean, you're gonna regret it, bro. Look, we just broke.
Man, I got a lot of exposure, Will.
You're gonna come back and regret this. I'm telling you. Look,
I got a
2200
lot
ETH,
of exposure, Will.
35 to
Tommy is-
38K Bitcoin.
Tommy's 10,000 ETH long right now on Perps. Will
Let me share a chart. real
he's
quick.
gonna
Let me just
nuke the price when he dumps his bag?
switch over to me, Max, real quick.
You can
I
switch.
stopped.
Yeah, you're good.
Built into the charts, guys. All right, built into the charts.
Built into the charts. That's a top signal
Already
thing
there.
to say. Will built into the charts.
It's programmed.
Look, it's programmed.
It's a guarantee.
Boom.
It's programmed.
Boom, boom, and then we come back. That's all it is, bro. That's Easy. Look, swing long. Look at the drive here. Look at the
Yeah,
drive on
okay,
this
but
wick.
okay, but Will, what's the lowest you could see ETH going before it goes up to where it's programmed?
Oh, I mean, it could come all the way back down to here, and if it breaks here, you're screwed.
No, I'm
Where do you
saying, I mean,
stop?
your arrow says we're going to 2200 ish, right? So in the
Yep.
short term, where could you see us going though? Like, where could we potentially go down to?
Oh, you mean as far as a pullback?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to violate this area right here.
All right. So
This
what's the
high.
lowest it could go then on the low time frame?
It'd be 1938.
You don't think we're going below 1938 again before 2000 something?
Nope. I think we're gonna hold here. We're gonna slow drive up, and then Bitcoin's gonna pop off, and then Bitcoin's gonna stop, and that money's gonna rotate, and ETH is gonna pop off.
So you think ETH not going below 1938 again?
Look at this wick. I mean, your best case scenario for downside is the bottom of this candle.
Well, Will, if you're correct and we don't go back to 1938, then I should just hold my bag because I got a decent amount of exposure from right beneath that, you know, in the low
It's
1900s.
it's not just this candle. Look, come across the board. You are above a strong resistance there. Just saying. Like I would consider that support. That's your build right here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you look at the daily time frame, we really shouldn't go back below. At least today, we definitely shouldn't go back below like today's open if we're gonna moon here.
I mean, you're even above this high right here right now. Right?
Yeah, man.
And last time you got above that high, you went all the way up here. So if you're above that high right there, you could definitely come above this high right here.
Yeah.
Point, Will, it's Monday.
Look, ignore the days, ignore the times. It's crypto. Crypto's its own thing, its own beast. It doesn't operate like traditionals. They can pump on the weekends. They can pump into a holiday. There's a lot of things they could do with this. I've heard the theories thousands of times, many years now. All right, many years. Oh, what's a holiday? They're gonna dump before everybody gets the money on the holiday. They pump it right into the holiday. And
Timeless
it's like,
Being
man,
said 7 minutes ago he doesn't see how we don't see new yearly highs from here. So
Who said that?
Timeless.
He's on the no
I mean, that's
fade
about like
list.
500 points away, but you know, if you were thinking about taking profit on that long too early.
I mean, we're gonna be higher than yeah, all this stuff across the board. I don't see this as a top. I just don't. And if you look at it from a channel perspective, like we're diddling in the middle, right? And you're playing on the upper side of the channel, your higher, I would say, ratio play here would be to the upside, right? It'd be to go up, entice buys, get them super long, and then pull back. If you're going to come back, right? And if this happens, this is basically a double top in formation, which means we could come back down to the lows into the end of year Q4, making the Q4 tax loss harvesting a thing. And that's really what I'm looking for. Not saying that like I'm right on everything, not saying like I'm perfect. I make mistakes too, but that's just my anticipation, man. I'm just convicted to the play. I'm trying to stay realistic with my expectations, not out here telling people, hey, we're gonna go $4,000 ETH. I'm just trying to stay, to where price is kind of maintaining between two zones, right? So we were maintaining between here and here and here, retest the lows, and now we're maintaining it from here and here, and then we're gonna come back up here, and now we could break out too, right? If we break out, that'll be interesting. I'll have to kind of come back and reevaluate this, but I would anticipate we reject here, come back down to the lows, the mid range, and then we kind of see where we're at the mid range. If we break below the mid range, we come back, retest the mid range, and then come back down to the lows again. That would be my thoughts on a swing move on this.
I mean,
Damn,
dude,
Filecoin's
you're right.
up
Like,
16%. I'm looking at your watch list, Will.
What's that?
I'm looking at your watch list.
Which
It's
one?
like, damn, Filecoin's up 16%.
Bro, I told people to buy. They were like, "Oh, the SEC's gonna take them out. The SEC's got them on the list. They're gonna be one of the companies that are go under." I'm like, no, they're not. I'm like, the SEC has like 50 freaking coins on their list. They're gonna go out take them all to court? No, they're not. Yeah, look at file. I was telling people
God, that
here.
looks really good.
Look,
That
I
does
was
look
telling
really
them
good.
buy here, bro. I was telling them buy here. Oh no, the SEC. That's all I heard. And when I heard the SEC, I just bought a bunch of file.
I just bought a bunch of
All right, he's
Look,
looking
I don't
good
know
here.
anybody else who would have responded to that in a similar fashion.
So I bought a bunch of files.
Will rage bought Filecoin because he kept hearing the SEC too much.
It's like everybody's chiming the same stuff like lemmings, man. I was just like, okay, I was like, this is a buy. Like that's an obvious reversal signal. And then boom, what do you know? Reversal. And now volume's starting to rise again with price. And then you're sitting at the bottom of stochastic with that. You're sitting over here at the bottom of the RSI. Look at this higher lows, right? You're gonna break out above the 50 and you're gonna go bullish.
Hey guys, real quick, we got 27 people watching on the eve of Independence Day. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I usually give a goal of 20 likes and you guys always hit the mark. And you tend to run the stops at 20 likes. But since we got a 27 people audience, we're already sitting at 14 likes. My goal for today would be 25 likes on this video. If you guys could please make that happen on Independence Day, it'd be huge for the channel. These likes really help us out. And yeah, guys, just thanks for being here. It's great to see you guys showing up, supporting us, finding some value and entertainment out of what we're doing, even while most people are at their cabins getting hammered. So guys, please, if you could just take one moment and like that video. Let's run the stops at 25 likes today. Let's see if we can get past that. But anyways, yeah, let's go back to Filecoin, or what is this? Oh no, this isn't Filecoin.
Oh,
What
I
is
saw
this?
that this was punch.
125%? What is this?
Yeah, 125%, bro. This is Verge.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Look at the vol. Boom.
Word.
Guys, I'm telling you, man. Look, you had a double bottom W on the stochastic. You had a double bottom RSI W. And then explosion.
What even is that? I don't know what. Verge?
Yeah, what is Verge, Will?
I believe a L1.
Will's like that guy on CNBC when he's like, yeah, like what's Upstart?
Well, a lot of
I
these
can't- I can't hear you.
I have them on. I have a lot of these on here, and I haven't looked at them in a long time. But these are ones that I like. This is all my list, so it's just stuff that I've had on here. And I usually like to go through and do like a filter by percentage run up. It says we have received reports from Verge team that withdrawals are impeded on Yobit, whatever that is. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I remember this one. Okay. Yeah, it's been a little while. So it's basically just a wallet, user friendly digital, blah, 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 blah. I would honestly consider this kind of a shit coin.
Well, no kidding. We'll look at it.
No, it's a real project, but like, I don't think anybody uses it. That's why it's interesting that that's happening to this.
What do you guys think about Bitcoin dominance here? Do you think we could see a pullback to like 49% and alts could have just like a mini alt cycle on that pullback? Or do you think during this next move, Bitcoin's going to continue to outperform everything?
I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance on the 3-minute and it's ripping.
Oh, Bitcoin's going to outperform for sure.
It's ripping.
Bro,
I think if Bitcoin's going up, Bitcoin dominance is going up. If I mean, I think it's really going to probably be that simple. Just downside on Bitcoin might be a little bit more muted, as we've seen this year, and so you'll see alts really start to chad when Bitcoin is going down. But when Bitcoin USD is going higher, dominance is going higher. So, like it's outperforming altcoins.
Yeah,
that's why I was looking. So this is kind of like a business and P2P. It's kind of like XRP essentially. That's what it is. It's its own chain with fast transactions, low cost. type chain.
Talking about Verge?
Yeah.
There's so many dang layer ones, man.
Yep. It's basically that. So I was right. It's basically an L1.
What's wrong with ETH?
Dude, I know. People are literally actively rotating from ETH to Bitcoin, it looks like. Like right now. I mean, ETH BTC looks kind of bad.
Well, ETH moved first.
ETH did move first. Yeah, ETH was outperforming, and now
Hey, it's
It's
just a
literally-
little pullback, Tucker. Don't even worry
Bull's
about
getting ready to run.
gotta zoom in, Max. It makes it more dramatic.
it.
You gotta zoom in, so it makes it.
They
much
baited
better.
you into ETH so they could have Bitcoin outperform it.
I don't really
Oh.
care because Pepe's
Oh,
up 16% today, so
I
it's
know,
fine.
right?
All that matters is this. All right, that's all that matters.
Who's that? Oh, Rivian.
Well,
Will
look,
is
look.
Will's a Rivian Maxi.
Bro, I have a lot in Rivian. There you go. Where you at? You're above your 50. You now, as long as you hold above here, higher time frames, you got vol drop way low. You could really pump up this.
It wants the 1.618 Will above the
You
one.
could really pump up this, and if you go to 1618,
Yeah.
good luck.
Yep, that's it right there, man. That's the TP.
Good luck. From where we're at right now,
Yep,
that's 202%.
yep. That's the move, man. That's the
Bitcoin
move.
sweep that high.
That should be there by the end of tomorrow, I would think, conservatively.
Conservatively.
Yeah, I mean it's the 4th of July. We're gonna see fireworks, right?
Bro, Rivian's gonna be at like $30 soon. Just say 30 soon.
Dude, they're
Look-
either
look at
about
this.
to they're either about to have a really nasty predatory stop loss hunt on Bitcoin here, and they're gonna turn this thing around at 31.3 or 31.4 after
Nah, it's
running the
going.
high, or it's about to go to 33 by tomorrow.
35.
They need
35.
to run all these stops, these people at 31.4 and 31.2, and all these people that are short need to get run.
They're gonna go 35, bro. They're gonna run, they're gonna close, they're gonna kill those people. Those people are gonna reopen, and then they're gonna run through them again. And then they're gonna reopen, they're gonna run through them again. And all that will stop at 35.
I don't know if I do agree with you, Will. I don't know, Tucker, if there's that many people short here. I mean,
No, I know. I don't think people are actively shorting like this move. I'm just saying these people like on Bitcoin that shorted the top of the range back at like above 31.
And they're still sitting in them underwater.
Yeah, that are probably like just sitting short.
I was gonna say I'm seeing a lot of OI build up here on Bitcoin or on ETH and now on Bitcoin.
People are long.
But I'm assuming it's overwhelmingly long, which is fine. If as long as we get follow through.
So I talked about this before with NVIDIA. I like to call it full circles or half circles. So, or sorry, quarter circles or half circles. So like this is a quarter circle, right? So quarter circles like this and then rip. And that's what I'm watching for with NVIDIA because I'm hoping NVIDIA goes full half circle. If not, it's going to be quarter circle and rip again, which is going to be disgusting. Like I'm not liking the way this is turning out for NVIDIA. Man.
God, if ETH could just give me 20 more points, man. Come on.
Tucker, you own Pepe, right?
Of course I own Pepe.
Of course. How dare you?
Of course I own Pepe.
Pepe is in cold storage now.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop your daily dose here, Snorlax.
Oh boy.
Oh, I knew you were gonna shill Naka. Yeah, but you have to. Can you even get your coins off KuCoin right now, Will?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
KYC, bro.
Nah, you can get your stuff off.
Are you sure?
They'll always let you withdraw, even with KYC. You just can't put anything on. You
Are you sure
can't
about
buy anything.
Is your Naka Seifu?
I'm gonna go find out after the show.
Withdraw it
Look at
to
that.
a Polygon
Look.
wallet because I know you have one.
Hold on, let me, what's that supposed to mean? Hold on,
Yeah,
what?
what's that supposed to mean?
Oh man, look at he's over here trying to clown Polygon. Watch Naka be the best performer of 20 of the next bull run.
What emoji are you trying to find right now?
This one. The magnet.
No. Go up. No, that's not it. Go up. There. Now go down and click icons or stickers or one of those. I think icons. Yeah, there you go. Now find the magnet.
Oh,
There it
we
is.
go.
Yeah.
Is there one that goes the other way?
You
No,
can
just
flip
click.
it once it's on the chart.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. I usually don't use these because
make
I
it
find them
much
super cringe.
Make it larger.
And can you
Uh,
make
uh,
it green so it's a bullish magnet?
Other ones. The side ones.
All of the side ones? Okay.
Make it bigger. And now make it lime green.
Because green is bullish, so you have to make it green so it knows.
All right.
Yeah. That's the part that most people miss is they leave the color and it has to. There you go. That's perfect. Very bullish.
All right.
Yes, very
Yeah.
bullish now.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
it's built in. There you go. You ready for that, Snorlax?
Knock at a 32,000 per token.
Only 43.
Man, if that
It's
happens,
casual
you're buying me
43.
a beer, Will.
Does our friend Naka own any Naka? Because if he does, that should be a crime.
This should be
He needs. Well, you need to shill it to him.
like, bro, do you own your coin? They're like, what are you talking about? Your coin. Naka.
What if it is his coin, bro?
Oh man.
Maybe
Would you
he could
buy it?
strike a deal like Ben did with Ben.eth, buy out the
Yeah.
Naka team so it's really his coin.
Palantir looks like it's done. Oh, we got one more. We got to show one more. Hold on, let me find it.
Done.
There's always two. Every single session, there's two that I show.
Ooh.
No. Where did it go?
Palantir with a nice lower high.
Yeah, Palantir looks wrecked.
Guys, we are 1 like away from running the range high of 25 likes. If you have not liked the video yet, please help us accomplish our goal of 25 likes. We are 1 like away. You know what? Just send it.
Oh, here it
Range
is.
breakout way past 25 likes, guys. Thank you for 24 so far.
All right,
Oh, I knew
look.
you were going to pull that up, Will. I knew
You
it,
guys
man.
got a pullback. You got to buy now. You got your first pullback.
Buy the pull. The one.
Buy the dip.
I
Or
don't
this
even.
this
who's-
dip will be awake tomorrow. Watch.
Someone just twapping into it.
They yank it down, then they rip it. They yank it down, then they rip it. They yank it down, they're gonna rip it again. Watch.
Someone twop selling ETH. Is that what's happening? Jesus.
Look at volume. They're definitely T-WAPing this. 100%. Do you see the drive on vol? Look at the stochastic. Look at the RSI. They pretty much drove the RSI up here to 92. And they're just holding it there.
Let's go back to Bitcoin and ETH, guys. I want to talk about what's going on here.
We know what's going on. It's going all the way up to here.
Well, I'm gonna need you to zoom in about 10 times.
10x. Built into the charts right there.
I mean, it does look good, man. It does look really good.
Yeah, that actually is nice to just see the higher time frame.
See,
Tucker's
you guys see
over here
why?
on the 30-second chart. So
And look where my swing high is.
You can
See
do
this
it.
right here? That's your swing high. That's where we're heading. Do you see how you're setting above support here on the higher time frame? Like the lowest you can go on Bitcoin here is like 30,570. Here's where they tricked people. Look right here. This is where they tricked people. Nobody paid attention that this close was above resistance, right? And they closed it just above resistance right before the next candle opened, and now the next candle is above resistance completely. So this thing can build, or it's just gonna freaking rip at some point. Or it could do a build, and then rip, right? Something like that. But it's very similar. Look, I'm gonna show you guys why on the higher time frame, why this is built in. Do you guys remember this move right here? See that? And then what did they do?
Yeah, no,
Rip.
the impulse candle is not the top. Yeah.
And they did that off the previous impulse, right? So you had
That formation, that sideways consolidation at the top is also not really a top.
but what I'm saying is that's what I think is gonna occur right here.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree.
And then they'll have the big pullback, obviously, right after. So the next impulse is like your top signal impulse. That's an easy short, bat down to support, and if it breaks support, you could short it lower. So you take it from 35 back into 30. And that's a zoomed in approach. All right, Tucker. I'll take it down some time frames if you want to.
Yeah, go on down to the old
Look.
1 hour.
Even on the daily, look at that. Look at how clean that was right there.
I know you gotta get a daily close above those wicks.
Well, all we needed to do was close above this, above the. Well, for me, I take bodies, right? I ignore wicks. So, like, if you look at it from a body perspective, this is a clear rejection body, drop, lower rejection right here. So you had your higher rejection, lower highs. You're gonna drive down lower. You had your lower lows, right? So lower low, into a lower low, into a lower high, into a lower, and you were looking for a reversal somewhere's in here, right? Into a lower low, and then you get no lower high, right? That's your real scenario. And you may be like, oh, well, this is your lower high. No, not really, because this is the same price you had over here, right? So it's not really a lower high. Yes, it's lower than this high, but it's really kind of repricing the range. So from there, when you get this next lower low, you're looking for a reversal move from there because you didn't get a lower high like this. You didn't get the breakout into the drop. You got the break back up into the range and then the drop into the lower low, right? And then you got the kind of div play out right here where you got the double bottom on the RSI. So you're basically as low as you can go as far as price here, right? Because you formed a lower low and we're not able to go lower on RSI. So because you weren't able to go lower on RSI on the daily, you were looking for a reversal move. And then what do? They reverse it back up. And now you've kind of hit the high on the stochastic, and this is where a lot of people are getting faked out here because you hit the high on the stochastic, you pull back, and you look like you're going to wave back up again, right? The RSI looks like the same thing. RSI came up topped at the 70, pulled back, and looks like it wants to wave back up again. What I'm thinking on the RSI is the RSI starts to look bullish, and we actually hit the 80-90 in the RSI for high end strength, which is a top signal for me when you start getting in those ranges of strength, because it means that you're getting too much buying, not enough selling, and that's where you'll start to get your reversal, and that's where I think like our reversal will occur at the higher range around 35, and that 35 range is kind of sitting off of our lows over here. We're basically rebalancing the actual floodgates that came down when we dropped off here, right? So this is kind of like our puke right here. This is where the market just completely puked, and we're just basically rebalancing the puke move over here, right? So, and this is what a lot of people didn't or haven't probably still haven't understood is that when the market makes these puke moves and it starts to recover it tends to recover the entire puke move, right? So 35 all the way up here to like, possibly even 39, 40. is a real possibility. I would be indicative of them stomping out around 35 to 37 and not allowing people to get out at 40. But that's just me. I think that this is the high here, right around this range, 35.8 to which would be basically 36, 37. And then we puke back down after that into this ABC back down to the lows. And that ABC could end at 25, or it could end up down here much lower around these 20K range. So this all depends on where the market wants to go. Either way, it's a higher low from the previous low. So you got your low here, and then you form a higher low either here, or you form a higher low somewhere's in here is where I'd be looking to reallocate once we kind of hit these highs up here. I would be kind of exiting a lot of crypto positions looking for the pullback and then reallocating on the way back down. I didn't mean to
Guys,
shock you guys.
I'm fractaling right now, and I think I found something.
I was looking at funding, actually.
How we looking?
Well, this morning, right before we underperformed, ETH funding on OKX was way more positive than anywhere else. So I'm like, okay, not totally surprising. But now predicted funding on OKX is most negative of any major.
So are they shorting the crap out of it and fueling a rally?
If they're not shorting, they're closing longs. But I'm pretty sure it's OKX, so they're probably shorting. OKX is Asian.
They're the
ETH by bit.
were you saying is OKX your ETH fade, or is that the ETH like confirmation?
Say that again.
Like, is OKX your ETH fade?
Yeah, basically.
Your ETH, your buy bid of
If
ETH?
they're not a fade, man, you're paying attention to their flows because they matter. It's the second largest Ethereum derivatives market behind Binance, which means it essentially has the same. It has a bigger impact now on Ethereum than, relatively speaking, Bybit did on the Bitcoin market. So OKX matters.
I mean, if you look here, like this is kind of like a puke zone right here, right? There's really no resistance back up to here. What resistance do you have here? You don't have any.
The random Ethereum spot seller who hates volatility on Ethereum because he loves his 5% staking yield.
I guess if you go on a daily, you could look at it from here, right? 2024. That would be kind of like your high range. And then you would be retesting highs if you got above that. If you want to play it safe, right? That's where I'd play it safe. But you are still above resistance for sure. 100% above. Like once you got above 1930, yeah, and it's the same time frame on the daily. 1935, that was your hard resist right across here. You resisted here, you resisted here, you resisted here. You broke out here, but that was just your test range to see where the bears existed, right? So you pushed out a lot of the sellers in this area, and then you shut back down, let sellers sell lower, and then you push back into the sellers again, right? So there's really, I would say, not a lot of sell pressure in here, and that you're built in to come up to here, and then potentially maybe get a pullback from here into a breakout to there. That's what I would look for on this on a daily.
Link looks so damn bullish to me, or maybe not like so damn bullish, but it looks like it's gonna mean revert so hard. Good for you, Tucker, for having those diamond hands, man.
Gotta have.
Look,
Gotta
I wouldn't buy Link with Tucker's money.
Come on.
I'm with you, man.
Well, don't you have respect for our Marines?
Bro, it ain't got nothing to do with Marines.
You respect our servicemen, right? The Link
They're
Marines.
soaking liquidity. That's all they're doing. Link has no use case. Look, I mean, you're above support again, like right here. You're above that right now. Like, man, I hate to see it, man. When you get back in these ranges, it just gets stupid up here because like you get back into where you previously rejected, puked. Now you're kind of in a safe area to where you can bid.
Exactly.
I would almost say you could bid long off that, right? That's a solid support there to hold. Maybe wait for the close, but by the time you close, you may be up here. Yeah, because you are above support.
Or much higher. Or much
Yeah,
higher.
or much higher. Yeah, there's definitely a possibility there. I would say your resist is probably around there, 830, but that's still good, a solid position to be taking. Let's see what else we got here. KSM. KSM, look, I told people on this one too, man. I was like, look, you guys are messing up if you're not paying attention. Look, KSM, all right, top of bull. Like, look at this. Look at this. And I easily think it'll go back there, guys. Like this is the test net that everybody, if somebody wants to build on dot, they go on KSM and use it.
Hey, can
Right?
one of
This is their
you
test net.
can one of you, just because I can't share my screen without messing up the OBS, I forgot to get my screen on here today. Can one of you share your Twitter and pull up what I just tweeted? I wanna share the fractal I just made, but I can't pull up my trading view.
Yeah, let me find you real quick.
I think you guys are gonna like this one.
It might take some
Oh, you have a scam account, by the way, that's on there.
Yeah, dude, I get one like every day, and I always report them, and I can't get them taken down.
Oh yeah, bro. We talked about this literally like 2 months ago. Remember when Pepe crashed?
Yep.
And we're like, Shib and Pepe are very easily could be the same thing. As far as charts, easily, bro. Clean too. Yeah, I could 100% see that. I mean, could be wrong, but like I could 100% see that. That's exactly to the 1618 too. That's the crazy part. Like how much of a gain is that?
600%.
6x. There you go.
So, guys, unfortunately, I do have a call I have to hop on, so we gotta wrap it up here. Good show though, fun stuff,
Did we hit the mark?
dude. We blew through range highs, man. We got 29 likes live.
Let's go.
Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the likes. Definitely means the world. Tommy, you want to take us out?
Sure thing.
And guys,
yeah, no,
real
we
quick,
appreciate-
don't forget to subscribe too, guys. If some of you guys, I know you show up here, you're a little hesitant to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to move too quick. We're ready to take that next step with you guys. We'd love for you to be subscribers. So please, if you like the video, maybe consider subscribing. No pressure. But hey, we love new subscribers. But anyway, sorry, Tommy, go ahead, man.
No, awesome stuff, Max. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate everybody on the panel for everything they've shared and thoughts, charts, everything in between. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Recognize that it's not the most conventional day to be going live, but that's exactly why we wanted to do it, because you guys can always count on us to be producing content around these financial markets. But yeah, no, once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy the time that you spend with your family over this I guess disjointed holiday weekend that we have. But yeah, I'm gonna be spending time with my mother, my fiance, and my cat. So I should be having some fun with that. But yeah, we'll be back full steam ahead on Wednesday, normal scheduling as usual. But once again, thank you guys, and have a great rest of your Mondays and a great rest of your week.
Thanks, guys.